Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Good afternoon, my name is Caroline Doyle, and these are your 12:30 news updates. Weather warnings are in effect. The BC government says people should be prepared for localized flooding and power outages from a strong frontal system expected to hit coastal areas tonight and into tomorrow. Southern sections of Metro Vancouver will see an increase in winds gusting up to 80 kilometers per hour near the water tonight. Friday winds will ease in the afternoon as the front moves to the interior of the province. Metro Vancouver will see 20 to 40 millimeters of rain overnight and into Friday, and up to 80 millimeters over the North Shore Mountains. The Government of Canada says to continue monitoring alerts and forecasts issued by Environment Canada. The Liberal government tabled its bail and sentencing bill today. This bill would make it harder for granted bail in a variety of offenses. Types of crimes include vehicle thefts, organized crime, extortion, retail theft, and residential break-and-enters. Justice Minister Sean Fraser introduced the tougher provisions.
We are going to change the criminal law to ensure that the bail system is not viewed as some get-out-of-jail-free card. We're going to ensure that bail hearings treat public safety as a paramount concern. When risks to the public cannot be managed, offenders will be detained.
The Canadian Civil Liberties Association says the bill goes against the charter right to reasonable bail. The Canadian government says in the coming months it will bring forward additional measures to better protect people facing sexual and intimate partner violence and keep children safe from horrific crimes. Dozens of current and former NBA players and coaches have been arrested in connection with 2 cases involving dual sports betting and poker fraud schemes. Interim U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, Joseph Nocella, says the scheme involved NBA insiders who used exclusive information to place their bets.
Between December 2022 and March 2024, these defendants perpetrated a scheme to defraud by betting on inside, non-public information about NBA athletes and teams. The non-public information included when specific players would be sitting out future games, or when they would pull themselves out early for purported injuries or illnesses.
At a news conference, Federal Bureau of Investigation Director Kash Patel says these amounts are substantial.
And the fraud is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not tens of thousands of dollars. It's not even millions of dollars. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation.
A United Nations official went to observe Gaza's infrastructural state. Andrew Alberton, Deputy Executive Director for Management for the United Nations Population Fund, says what he saw was unrecognizable.
In Gaza, I was not fully prepared for what I saw. One can't be. The sheer extent of the devastation looked like the set of a dystopian film. Unfortunately, it is not fiction. There's no other way to put it. Gaza has been flattened, mile upon mile of rubble and dust, with few buildings left intact.
No one has been identified in the 4-minute stolen jewelry incident at the Louvre in Paris, but it's still unclear. AP correspondent Karen Shamas reports on what could happen to the stolen jewels.
Just days after a stunning heist at the Louvre Museum, speculation is growing around where the lavish stolen jewels that once adorned France's royals might end up. Some warn the artifacts, valued at over $100 million, could be melted or broken into parts and later sold as pieces of new jewellery. Still, such pieces are often sold for a fraction of the value of what was fully stolen, and it isn't a simple process. Others believe the characteristics of the historical jewels might make them difficult to sell. Museums have increasingly faced a rash of similar thefts over the years. I'm Karen Shamas.
And for weather in Burnaby, it's 13 degrees, cloudy with pockets of rain. I'm Caroline Doyle. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Stay tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow.